Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So the crypto market has been picking up steam. Bitcoin right now trading at about 9,023, Ethereum 172, and XRP 0.233. We are seeing some green now. Over the last little while, we had seen some corrections, and now the market cap up to 248.5 billion. So we're adding some money into the space. And you guys, you can see here, this is Bitcoin on the hourly, and this is just within the last hour. Okay, we saw a bit of a pump. When I was doing the research for this video, we were already back up past 9,000. We had gone up to roughly 9,150 for Bitcoin yesterday evening, and then we saw a bit of a correction, but now the pump is continuing, guys. If you're looking at XRP on the hourly, same kind of thing. We went up as high as about 23.5 cents, now trading at about 0.233. So a healthy correction, and even since the beginning of the year, we have seen some big gains for XRP, big gains for crypto in general. This was January 1st down around here. So a nice big movement upward, then a correction in the interim, and now we're seeing the crypto market sneak its way back up. And guys, this from AMB Crypto, Ripple's ODL platform to Australia spikes in liquidity to register a new all-time high. So guys, this for the Australian corridor, Ripple's on-demand liquidity ODL platform has been forming partnerships and opening gateways across the world. However, only a handful of these are known to the public. The active corridors have been reflecting consecutive highs over the past few days, indicating a driven interest in cross-border payments. And you can see that new corridor that was opened on January 8th for XRP-AUD, that's the Australian dollar, has been registering an all-time high for the past 10 days and noted liquidity of almost 1.8 million XRP, equivalent to about $408,780. And so there's the chart there just demonstrating that. So we've got Mexico, we've got the Philippines, and we've got Australia, and I believe there's one other corridor as well that is open as of now, and all of the corridors have been registering all-time highs. I don't know if you guys remember back in November, December, we were saying, oh, it's a new all-time high, new all-time high, new all-time high. Seemed like one was happening every few days or so, and it's because more people are using the product and more people are realizing how beneficial this is going to be for the future of finance, for the future of cross-border payments, for transferring money across borders. So now we're seeing the same picture being painted in Australia. And Leonidas on Twitter over here, that's at Leo Hajilozu, is saying that the XRP Arcade needs a new logo. Now, I know a lot of us go to the XRP Arcade to get some of our XRP news. He's been working on the website now for a little while, and he seems to be at an impasse. He needs a new logo, guys, and he's opening it up to you to design one. So XRP Arcade will be going through some changes in the next few weeks. Appearance and content-wise, a new logo is one of the changes. 200 XRP to the winner. So he's willing to give you guys 200 XRP, and all you have to do is submit your logo underneath this thread. So I will link the thread in the description if you guys, are quite handy with Photoshop, or maybe you think you are and you're not, or maybe your mom has even told you you're good at Photoshop. I don't know. We got XRP_Canada posting some of his Stewart XRP with a couple of logos there. Who else do we have here? We've got Nazti Taras, Johnny Lawrence with a logo here. We've got Unwoke, woke spelled upside down. We've got Fix, we've got Bitcoiner, we've got XR Patriot, we've got Salvo Leon. So guys, lots of people already submitting their logo ideas. Some of these look pretty cool, actually. What's this one? XRP Arcade. Ooh, I like that one. That's kind of cool. We got ones with arcade games here. So really, really creative people here in the space. So guys, if you find yourself, or if you rather fancy yourself, one of those creative types, you can submit your logo idea for the XRP Arcade. I'm sure Leonidas would greatly appreciate it. I saw this from XRP Crypto Wolf. So a digital currency could see mainstream adoption within the next 2 years. And this is a report from the Deutsche Bank. So the Deutsche Bank says that a digital currency could be mainstream in 2 years. Published Monday, the Deutsche Bank report said digital currencies, while already a decade old, have been shown to have the potential to radically change payments, banking, central banking, and the balance of economic power. We believe a new digital currency could become mainstream within the next 2 years. According to the report, with both the Chinese Digital Yuan initiative and Facebook's Lira project expected to launch this year, the report said that could make digital currencies available to more than 1.5 billion Chinese citizens and 2.5 billion Facebook users, combined more than half of the world's population. Combined, that is 4 million people. That is more than half of the world's population, as stated here. And so let's put things into perspective here. First of all, Facebook will not be allowed, I do not think, to allow every single one of their users in every single country around the world to use their cryptocurrency unless every single country miraculously decides, yeah, sure, go ahead, do what you want with that. It's still a very, very regulated industry, and so I don't think we're going to see it roll out to all 2.5 billion Facebook users. That said, too, there's a lot of unbanked people in China that would not be able to use their digital currency, but that's besides the point. The fact of the matter is that it's going to be available. At its current adoption rate, cryptocurrencies are running parallel to the internet during its early years, the report reads. Should this continue, there could be more than 200 million blockchain wallets by 2030, up from the 50 million in 2020. And guys, when we say we're on the cutting edge of this, we really are. We are the ones that are going to benefit the most. We are the ones who got into this space at the beginning, who stand to make the most money, who have realized the potential that cryptocurrencies have, especially cryptocurrencies with real-world utility like XRP. I mean, the spec market is one thing, right? We love the spec market because Bitcoin runs, then all the other cryptocurrencies run with it, and it was just kind of a mindless, fun game of where's the top going to be? You know, am I going to make profit? Am I going to buy at all-time high and then regret my decision for the next 4 years? And that's the reality of it. You know, some people are smart traders. Some people got in at the bottom, you know, took some profits along the way, sold their XRP at $2 or $2.50 or $3 or what have you, or their Bitcoin at $10,000, $15,000, whatever it was. They didn't wait for that $20,000 mark. They got out, took their profits, and maybe they bought back in at $3,200 for Bitcoin and 20 cents for XRP. Those are real seasoned traders. They know what they're doing. And then some people decided, well, you know, look at this market. It's going crazy. This is XRP on the daily, and this is back from 2017. Oh my goodness, it's up to $3. I think I need to buy now up here, thinking that it would go even higher than that. And then sure enough, collapse over the entirety of 2018, the entirety of 2019, with a few bumps here or there. And now trading at 23.5 cents approximately. And when you ask them, what is your cost average price? They say, well, I bought it all-time high. It's $3. Why haven't you been taking this opportunity to cost average down is what I would say. Anyways, to each their own. It's everybody's own decision. So yeah, 2 years, guys, not far off, guys. I'll link this article in the description if you want to read further. And I finally wanted to get to this, and this is a bit of FUD, okay? A bit of FUD that I wanted to hit head on. So Ripple's next phase could render XRP worthless and obsolete, says Boom Bust Anchor. So this is RT's Boom Bust Anchor. Christy I says XRP needs more use in the real world. She believes a major devaluation is on the horizon. Well, no duh, Christy. Of course it needs more use in the real world, and we're working on it. She goes on to say, and this is a quote, right now half the people in XRP are not using it for actual utility. They're holding it like an investment. So back when it ballooned up to $3, or even now when it's at 22 cents, as a utility token, it's not worth 22 cents. So we are expected to see a major devaluation even though it does have a utility purpose. I don't necessarily understand her logic behind that. Utility is being built. It's happening every day. Right now, it's trading on the spec market for 22 cents. That's what people are willing to pay for it. That's what people are willing to sell it for. And that fluctuates, obviously, as Bitcoin fluctuates. And we've seen that, right? Go back here on the hourly. We can see XRP rising the same way Bitcoin is rising, okay? Not a carbon copy, but we get the idea. In addition, I says Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse is playing with fire. After his recent revelation that the company will likely go public, she believes the move may prevent Ripple from playing a key role in the adoption of the digital asset. So she says, and here's another quote, when a company IPOs, it sells its shares to raise money, but up until now the company has been selling coins, XRP, to raise funds. So if it now decides to sell shares and go public, XRP could potentially be worthless and obsolete. Well, I don't really think she understands Ripple's business model. They've made it very, very clear that XRP was not sold to raise funds. They actually have many involved investors, as we've mentioned, over the months. Google Ventures, Anderson Horowitz, just to name a couple of more prominent ones. And so Ripple doesn't need money by selling shares of their company. And so, you know, if they do go public, this IPO, I'm curious to see actually how that rolls out, because usually companies go public to raise money, like she's saying traditionally, but Ripple really doesn't need it. And this is why I think so many people were caught off guard. So it doesn't sound like Christy I really knows all her facts. She is just trying to scare you. But luckily, economist Jeffrey Tucker kind of puts her in her place. And he says, you know, for future price, whether it's Bitcoin or XRP, we could see massive moonshots or total annihilation. So he's neither here nor there. And here's a quote from him with regards to their worth. I think what they're actually worth is what we're buying and selling them for right now, and nothing else. Anything could happen. XRP could fall to zero, but it could also be worth $1 million. The same thing you could say about Bitcoin and any other versions out there. Crypto is a complicated technology. It can't be valued the same way you're valuing stocks. I think that much we've learned over the last 10 years. And so guys, that is the important thing to take away from this. You can't really value crypto the same way we value stocks, because stocks, you know, they don't solve a purpose. They are just a share in a company, whereas cryptocurrency, the ones that have utility, are there to solve a purpose, are there to solve a problem, and those are the ones that are going to hold value down the road. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.